What's up, guys? Welcome to another epic episode of J Philly Retro Toys. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for coming along with me for another toy hunt adventure. Guys, today we're going to start right off. We're not going to waste any time. We're in the parking lot of Worthwhile Thrift in Collegeville, Pennsylvania. And the reason why we're at Worthwhile Thrift so early in the morning, it's about 5 minutes to 10. Worthwhile Thrift opens in about 5 minutes, guys. And if you watch my last video, you'll know that I was at Worthwhile Thrift. It was just 2 days ago for me. And found some epic vintage 1990 G.I. Joe vehicles. We found the Hammerhead vehicle. If you haven't watched that video yet, go back and take a look. It's just the one right before this. Pretty friggin' awesome. But I figured, why not come back and see if possibly there was more vintage G.I. Joe that they had in the back or something that they need to put out on the shelf. I wanted to come yesterday and wasn't able to get out this way, but I'm here bright and early today, and we're going to see what they got. Hopefully, you know, some more vintage Joes. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, we're not going to waste any time. We're not going to film the whole store like I usually do for you, since I was just here in my last video. But we are gonna look. What's that? Oh, it looks like a Space Jam. Let's see. We are gonna look for some G.I. Joes. It's open. We're gonna look for some Joes over here, guys. Maybe, just maybe we can find something. Not sure what that is. Right here was where that big Hammerhead vehicle was at, right down here. That would be awesome if we could find some more vintage G.I. Joe. What's this? Nah. Here's a big old bag of something. Looks like some kind of maybe a farm playset or something. There's that, full of Nerf guns, and I don't see anything down in there. Not sure what that is. Looks like some McDonald's toys. Well, I'm not seeing anything, guys. There's some vintage dolls, Raggedy Ann. We saw all this stuff here a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. I see some laser tag there. What's that? Well, shoot, I thought maybe they would have some more vintage goodness, but I don't really see anything. It'd be awesome if they had like a bag of figures or something. Bag of vintage G.I. Joe figures. That would be pretty cool. There's a Black Panther. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything, guys. Let's go over here. Still got the Looney Tunes lunchbox. There's an Avengers popcorn bucket. Let's check down in here real quick. Looks like there's some baby toys down here. Well, guys, I didn't see any Joes, but a couple other things I wanted to take a look at. They have this moose from Frozen, Plush. I thought maybe he would be worth a little more than he is. Goes for about $15 to $20 on eBay right now. They want $6.99 for him. I think I'm going to pass on him, but I did want to pick up this Doug with the cone of shame. He is also $6.99, but he goes for about $45 to $50 on eBay right now. Just sold like 2 days ago for 50 bucks. So I think I'm gonna pick this up. I also was thinking maybe I would pick up this Scooby to resell. But after second look at him, he's missing his tags. He's got something that was supposed to be right there that's been pulled off. His Scooby license, like emblem thing, has been cut off. So I don't think that's probably too wise of a buy, but otherwise, I would have grabbed him too. All right, guys. Well, no luck on finding more G.I. Joes, but I did pick up a couple things. Let me show you what I got. So as you guys saw, I did pick up the Disney Pixar's Doug with the cone of shame from Up. Now, guys, when I was editing my last video, I saw him. I actually saw him. I looked at him. I made mention of him, but I did not look up on eBay what his value was. So when I was editing the video, the last video, I actually did that and realized I made a huge mistake, because this guy is going on eBay right now for between $45 and $50, guys. Crazy money for a plush, in my opinion. But he was $6.99, so I knew I had to come back and pick him up. I'm just glad he was still here. And then, guys, I did pick up a couple of Batman DVDs. I'm not sure if I showed you these in the store or not. I don't remember, honestly. I try to pick up Batman animated movies or shows when I find them for cheap, just because I do love Batman. And so, yeah, I got this Justice League Dark, and then I also got the Batman Brave and the Bold Volume 1. I don't think I have this one yet. So, yeah, I picked those up as well. So that was my haul from Worthwhile Thrift. Got all that stuff for just under $4 because I had like $5.80 in points credit or something like that. You know, their rewards points and all that. Again, if you guys don't, you know, aren't subscribed to your local thrift stores, rewards points or whatever. I know Goodwill does it too. I don't know about Savers or any of those other ones, but a lot of times, like, local stores will have like a reward system. I definitely encourage you to ask your thrift stores about that, because that saves a lot of money. I know my last video I went into this whole spiel about, you know, not being a reseller and all this stuff, but like I said, when I was editing that last video, I saw that Doug dog, that plush dog, and I'm like, holy crap, that sells for 45 to 50 bucks. I can't not pick that up for $5 or $6. So I grabbed that. Would have got that Snoopy, or not Snoopy, what is it? Scooby. Snoopy. Would have got that Scooby-Doo. But it just had, like, it had a hole in the tail. It had tags ripped off. His collar thing was ripped off. So just too much damage on it. Probably wouldn't have sold for much. Anyway, not sure where else we'll go in this video, but stick around. All right, guys. Well, you know my rule. If you're driving past a thrift store, you cannot just drive past a thrift store. You gotta stop. So we're at Goodwill, baby, Goodwill. Goodwill. Goodwill, baby. Give me something good, Goodwill. Alright, guys, I got some carts set out here over by the toy section, but I'm not seeing anything in here. Saw this Fraggle Rock, but I already have that. Look at this. It's like a bag of phone chargers. I don't know, there might be some value in that, but for $5, nah. Alright, well, we made it back here to the toys. Yeah, games, lots of books. Look at this. Oh, that's cheapy. I thought maybe it was a Tonka, like metal Tonka truck. But it's not. What's this? Stunt Shot. Air Hogs Super Soft Stunt Shot. That's kind of cool. Guys, we got some bags of plushies here. Doesn't really look like anything great. There's a couple Mickeys and Minis. There's a couple Star Wars puzzles down there. Let's see. There's Mousetrap. I already got 2 or 3 of those. It's kind of the newer version though. Let's see. Upwards. Zorika. I'm not sure what that is. Look at this. Huh. Yeah, so I just checked the date on this. This is the Repro Supermobile from 2022. So that is junk. But I did see this. This is a Ben 10 rust bucket vehicle. It looks pretty interesting. I see a ton of these. Well, not a ton of them selling, but the ones that are listed and have sold do have a lot of figures and stuff with them. But in just this condition, just the vehicle itself in this condition sells for about $28 to $30. They only want $4 for this, so I think I'm going to pick it up. No, thank you. So guys, I was just looking at the plushies here, and I found this guy from 2004. I'm not a big Care Bears fan, but if this was a vintage Care Bear of Good Luck Bear, I would definitely get him. My mom got me the vintage Good Luck Care Bear when I was like 8. The only Care Bear I ever had, but I always keep an eye out for Good Luck Bear, the vintage one. This is 2004, so I'm going to put him back, but still cool. Yeah, we got Ernie with his sleeping mask here. And then we got a large Philly Fanatic plush. That's kind of cool. It's probably, I don't know, 18 inches tall. So guys, I just found this bag of plush. It's like a, just a bag of plush. But look at this. This is a vintage Garfield inside here from 1981. And there's another vintage large pound puppy down in there. I actually pulled a hole in the bag right there so I could check the tag. And that's a vintage 1985 large pound puppy. There's also a couple Taz plushes in here. There's one there, and there's one over here, I think. Oh yeah, right here. There's a Paddington Bear right there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pick this up. They want $4.99 for the bag. So I think I'm gonna pick up a bag of plush. And guys, I'm gonna make an executive decision here. I'm gonna put this back. I don't really have too much luck selling these kind of things, and they just sit and take up a lot of room. So I think I'm gonna leave that. All right, guys. So that was Goodwill Trap, Collegeville Trap, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna rant here for like 3 minutes. All right, if you wouldn't mind extending me 3 minutes to rant. I try not to do that too much on my channel because I like to keep things positive. I like to keep this a family-friendly channel, upbeat, all that kind of stuff. I try to do that anyway. But I need to say something, man. I am just about done with Goodwill, I think. It's just ridiculous. Every time I go into Goodwill, there's some kind of issue. There's some kind of problem. I'm waiting in line for 20, 30, 40 minutes for a freaking toy. There was nobody in that Goodwill. There was no one there as far as customers go. I walked up to the register. I had that bag of plush, and it's not like the bag of plush was like a big deal. I mean, it had some plush in it. Yeah, big deal. It had, you know, vintage pound puppy. So what? I have vintage pound puppies in my collection. It's not like it was something that I absolutely needed, you know. Walked up to the register. The girl somehow couldn't get into her register. She kept trying her codes, and she was locked out, and she called for the manager never came, so we stood there, and she just kind of, I'm like, you might want to, can you call for the manager again? It's been like 10 minutes since we've been standing here waiting. Manager never came. I finally just said, you know what, forget it. I said, I'm not interested in purchasing that anymore. I said, it's not worth it. So I left. I didn't get anything. I got the El Gordo Busto. But this was Goodwill's fault this time. I'm just getting so sick and tired of Goodwill. I really am, with their crazy prices on most things. Their bullcrap policies, their greedy practices, I don't know. I'm just getting, and just the incompetence of the employees and the managers there. Everyone I go to is the same way. And anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So I'll stop complaining now. Let's go find somewhere else to go. All right, guys. So it's actually the next day. I'm actually going to consider this episode what I'm calling the cleanup episode, because I'm sitting right here in front of Liberty Thrift right now. We're going to do basically what we just did yesterday in the last clip for you, when I went to Worthwhile, and I picked up a few things that I probably should have picked up in the previous episode. I thought about it more overnight, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going back to Liberty, and I'm getting this, and this, if they still have it. So, yeah, this is the cleanup episode. We're going to go clean up our mess from what we left behind a couple days ago. Again, which would have been the last episode for you guys. If you didn't watch the last episode, again, go back and watch it. It was pretty cool. This episode, I'm not so sure if it's going to be that great. It's just a cleanup episode. Let's go see what they got. All right, guys. So, we're back here in the books. Of course, 25% off books and media this week. And I'm hoping that they still have the books that I'm looking for. So we're going to have to look. Oh, wait, look, right here they are. Here they are right here. Machinery's Handbook. The Engineer's Reference Book. There's the Industrial Engineering Handbook. And the Standard Handbook for Mechanical Engineers. Technical Drawing. All right, this is what I came for. So guys, while picking up these books, I just happened to turn around and look, and I saw a couple of Garfield books just sitting here. That's a score for sure. And then the other thing I wanted to grab is still here as well. The X-Men Shrinky Dinks. How cool is that? All right, guys, well, cleanup is in effect. We'll look at this stuff when we get to the car. All right, guys, well, mission complete. We're not going to look at each one of these, technical handbooks again, but I do want to look at the Garfield book and the Shrinky Dinks. But I just, made sure as I was sitting there that these were the ones I needed. These books are selling from, one of them is like 15 to 20. The rest are between 20 and 30. And there's one or two that selling for like $50 to $60. So I'm going to make out pretty good, I think, on those for reselling purposes. Let's look at these things here closer. So, guys, I was also pretty excited that they still had this. This is the X-Men Shrinky Dinks. It is brand new and sealed, as you can see there. It's got the original price tag of $2.48 from back in 2001, I think this was. This is not something that I'm probably going to keep in my own collection. I picked this up because I think, since it's brand new and sealed, I think I'm going to include this in my 500 subscriber giveaway. So if you guys think that's cool, let me know. If that's something that you would like to have to be included. Just, I'm assuming whoever wins will just keep this, as a display or whatever. But you can do whatever you want with it. I don't care. But yeah, I picked this up for my 500 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to do kind of like a bundle thing with several different prizes in it. So let me know if you guys think that'd be cool. And then, guys, like I showed you in the store, I did find a couple of cool Garfield books. You guys know I love these freaking Garfield books from the 80s and 90s. Big part of my childhood right here. So this is his 10th book, Garfield Makes It Big. This is his 6th book, Garfield Eats His Heart Out. They actually had, like I said, 2 or 3 other ones in there. but the covers were ripped off and they were missing, you know, big chunks of pages and stuff because they were in the book bin. So I didn't pick those up, but I did also get this Star Wars Luke in the Lost Jedi Temple. It's got stickers in it. It's, you know, brand new pretty much, or unused, I guess you'd say. Just to add to my Star Wars collection. So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to pick up at Liberty Thrift today, Collegeville, PA. And again, I did take advantage of my local thrift shop's loyalty rewards programs. Paid just over $5 for all that stuff, so not a bad deal at all. Again, like I said before, if you guys are not taking advantage of your local shop's loyalty programs, if you don't even know if they have one, make sure to ask. It definitely saves money. It's a big help to me, that's for sure. Guys, I think that's going to be it for the video. Not a whole lot of excitement. Like I said, just kind of a cleanup episode, where we went around and picked up things that I skipped over in the last video and got busted at the Goodwill. So not every episode can be, you know, exciting vintage Masters of the Universe or vintage G.I. Joe finds, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this, though. If you did, please feel free to give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Please feel free to share the channel. We're up to 420 or so subscribers, guys. I'm in the process of building the giveaway bundle for the 500 subscriber giveaway, so don't forget about that. Share the channel. Help me grow. I'll see you guys later on.